I'm going to show you how easy it is to craft really good text message responses now with the use of Spark, our AI dating coach. Now, we both know texting is probably one of the most daunting skills to learn when it comes to dating. Like, it's very frustrating, and I can definitely resonate with this. It took me a very long time to wrap my head around texting, but now Spark has the tools and the understanding of how to navigate your conversation forward. We have taught Spark everything that we know about texting, and so it is now here to assist you in whether it's for your online dating, whether it's you're texting someone through Instagram, WhatsApp, normal text messaging, whatever platform you're using. Spark can analyze your text messages and give you a variety of ideas on how to respond. So I'm going to utilize a case study here of a former student who is still a current user of Spark, and his name is Dave. Now, Dave's language of English is not his first language, is what I was meant to say. He matched with this girl, Nadia, on Tinder earlier this year. And I just want to show you the text message before we actually feed it to Spark. Now, his first message to her was, "Hey Nadia," smiley face. Her message reply back was, "Hey, how are you?" Very platonic, right? You know, we don't want to get into the, "Hey, how are you? What are you doing? How's your day been?" You know, all that jazz. And then his response was, "Enjoy my time in Bali." It's meant to say enjoying my time. That's okay. And then yourself. Very platonic, very basic. This is a standard type of text message conversation that we see all the time with clients, which is why I wanted to use this case study. And then her response was, "In good too." I think she meant "I'm good too." Anyway, so before I show you the further messages, I want to show you how we can utilize Spark in this scenario. So you can do forward slash and then prompt Spark. Spark will basically, when you click on text advice, you can either come up with your own response, as in, like, if you're not sure how to handle a response based on what she just told you, you can just type the response, the question yourself, and then it's just like a one type of prompt, one question, one answer prompt. Otherwise, if you want to upload your whole screenshot, you would do the upload screenshot. Now, it gives you step by step on what to actually do. So what we would need to do is follow these steps. So we do forward slash screenshots. Okay, and you can do this on your desktop PC, laptop, or your mobile phone. So then we want to upload the first image. Now, I've just prepared the first Tinder screenshot. And then we hit enter to submit that. Now, with Spark, at this point in time, you can actually upload up to 3 screenshots. So if you wanted to do that, you simply click upload more, and then you submit it again. And then if you want to upload a third one. For this case study, I'm just going to keep it simple and show you what happens when we just submit the first screenshot. Okay, so then you click submit, and it's very fast in terms of how Spark analyzes your text message. It does not take minutes. It's very, very fast. Very fast. Okay, boom, there we go. So let's go through this. Okay, the analysis result. Overview. The initial exchange is casual and light, but lacks engagement and depth. The conversation hasn't yet created much attraction or rapport. I 100% agree. Analysis. Opening with a greeting and receiving one back is fine. We'll just zoom in there. But the conversation takes a short and simple path which can fizzle out quickly. Mentioning Bali could have been utilized more effectively to create intrigue and excitement. The lack of open-ended communication, adding yourself as a question, doesn't build any significant momentum. I 100% agree. Recommendation: you should aim to introduce some humor and mystery, because if you want to create attraction, you need to have a bit of humor and banter in there first. You don't try and flirt. You don't do any of that stuff just yet. You want to create a bit of emotional spikes using humor. Okay, so yeah, create a sense of curiosity about your activities in Bali without giving too much away immediately. So here are the examples. Spark gives you 5 different ideas and examples on how to reply with. So example 1, And we won't go through them all, but example one, Bali beaches are almost as stunning as your profile picture. You know, sometimes they're a little bit tacky, but that's okay because we have options to, you know, a variety of options, but we also can adjust these. Okay, so it's giving you ideas. So some you may agree with, some you may not agree with. Example two, just try the spiciest food here. My taste buds are still recovering, which gives a bit of intrigue. So the explanation, this adds an element of personal experience and humor, encouraging her to share her own experience while making the conversation more dynamic, etc. and so forth. And so you've got a few. Example 5, this one I like. Just saw a monkey steal someone's sunglasses. Bali is wild. That is actually a really, really good one because that creates that emotional spike that I'm talking about. Explanation, sharing an amusing anecdote can keep the conversation entertaining and provoke a fun response from her, ensuring the conversation keeps flowing. Now, as I said, we want to make the conversations more funny. So, and I think example 5 is perfect, by the way. But this is what you can do with Spark. If you want to make your examples more funny or more serious or more spicy, more flirtatious, you can click the buttons and then it generates a more flirtatious version of that or a more funnier version. So let's do more funny because as I suggested, we want to get more of a humorous side. And so then we are given examples and you can do this endlessly. So example 6, if I get lost in Bali, at least I'll have an amazing tan. Example 7, attempted to ride a scooter here and nearly caused a new type of traffic jam. Example 8, the monkeys here are giving me fashion tips. They say banana yellow suits me. So this is pretty funny. This is pretty interesting. If we want to go, and I'm just going to give you more spicy is kind of being more sexual, but it's too early in the game to kind of go down that road. Okay. So example 11, caught myself imagining what it'd be like if you were here in Bali. Might get too hot to handle. You know what I mean? It's going in more that sexual light. Example 12, exploring Bali is fun, but exploring you would be way more exciting. Woo. Okay. Thinking about how soft your skin would feel under the Bali sun. Okay, so you get what's going on. So you can keep going as much as you like until you find something that suits your style or that kind of matches what you would type, or you feel a bit right with that response. At the end of the day, these are examples and these are ideas, and it gives you these ideas for you to then understand how you can navigate your conversation a bit more in a man to woman direction. Okay. Now, long story short, we can keep going and clicking all these buttons. Have a play around with this. Try it out yourself. I'm going to share with you what actually happened with Dave. So I'm going to give you the fast-tracked response that I prepared earlier. So he actually got her onto Instagram and they've been dating now. So he got out on a date with her when he came back from Bali, which was really cool. So I made sure, we helped him throughout that whole process with obviously the majority of the help with Spark, the AI. So he utilized some of the responses when he got her on Instagram, which makes it a lot more personal. And then he utilized some of these responses, but did it in his own manner because he started learning from Spark's responses. So he said, and I think this screenshot is a really good screenshot to share with you. I brought you back a cup of Bali sand so you can feel like you're on a holiday while working. Then the second message, I tried to bring a monkey from Ubud back too, but Border Patrol stopped me. So Spark helped him conjure up that message, but we adjusted it slightly. So instead of saying it couldn't fit in the suitcase, we changed it up and put, but Border Patrol stopped me. And then, because it makes you sound more of a risk taker. And then her response was, oh, thank God you didn't bring one of those chipmunkies. Last time, one of those stole my sunnies, which they do. They're very well known to stealing sunnies. Then he said, it's unfortunate he couldn't make it to Australia. I had already decided on our first pet's name to give him. So now he's creating a more like a we frame, a we narrative. And so she's fallen into his framework, and it worked brilliantly with the help of Spark the AI and a little bit of guidance from myself. And then her response was, "What would have been the pet's name? What did you have in mind?" With a very cute emoji. So that is how you can utilize Spark to help you in terms of conjuring up really good conversation text message responses. Don't fully rely on Spark's response. I would love for you to, see the examples that get presented to you, but also reconstruct them into your own flavor so you start learning. So that is how Spark, the AI dating coach, can help you text message the date of your dreams.